In this video, we're going to discuss how to use Nearpod 3D and also a simulation to make your presentation more interactive or engaging, or to illustrate content within the presentation itself. Once I have my presentation, I'm going to click on Add Slide and Add Content. You'll remember slide is where I go to add a specific piece of information using the slides, but in this case, I'm going to go to Nearpod 3D. And I've got a series of 3D images that I can choose to import into my slide presentation. On the left-hand side, I have different categories, and I can choose the presentation that would be more aligned to the content that I'd like to present. In this case, let's go to ancient times, and we'll take a look at the Colosseum. If a student wants to manipulate the image, they can click on the question mark, and that'll give them an option to learn more about how to do that. I can also make this full screen. And let's play with this a little bit. I can rotate the image. I can double click to go back to the center. And if I had a more profound mouse, if I had the ability to zoom in, I would be able to do this and zoom in a little bit. So I'll click on Done, and that'll embed that presentation. Now you'll remember that any tool will be imported as a slide, so I can move this slide around to anywhere I wish. Let's say I want it between the second and third slide. There we go. I've moved it up there. The other thing I'd like to demonstrate today is how to add content that is a simulation that you can use, particularly in math and science, to use manipulatives to make a point. In this case, we're going to demonstrate a concept using a lever. So I've got 15 kilograms over here. I've got 15 kilograms over here, but I want to demonstrate the relationship between the weight and the distance from the fulcrum. So let's bring it up here. And I've got 15 over here, 15 over here. Let's see if it works. So I click on check, and of course it does not work. So I'll try again. And this time I'll bring it, let's see, I'll bring it to that point. And I'll check, and it's pretty fair. But you'll notice this is a formative assessment. There's nothing that's going to track my work. There's nothing going to show me how effective my students have been. I'll have to do something in terms of a summative assignment in order to do that. Now you'll notice this is challenge 1 of 6, so I can go to the next one and things get a little more complicated. If I'm sure this is the one I want, I'm going to click on Done, and I can embed that into my presentation as well. And then I'll move it over here. So right after the 3D image, maybe they have some information first, and then they have a simulation, giving them a formative assessment opportunity. And that's how to add 3D material and simulations into your Nearpod presentation.